Hello everyone, it's Yoshi and your boy Jet Black the One and Only here with another exciting live stream. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about March 22nd, 2019, just going over my day. Feel free if you're new to the channel to smash that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and jump into the live chat. Tell me how you're doing today, ask any questions you may have, and bring up any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream. Almost finished all my clearance paperwork today, but the online filing system was down, so I couldn't finish it. Wonk wonk. I spent today learning more about Google Stadia and Star Wars lore involving droids and the Force. I also listened to the Everyday Beam Struggle podcast episode 2 and watched the latest episode of Back Issues. And that's pretty much in a nutshell what I did today. Without further ado, let me set up the description for today's stream as well as the live chat. That way I'll be able to see what you guys are talking about on the stream. Just give me one moment to get all that set up. Google Stadia, I'm really hype about. The idea of Google making such big shifts in the gaming industry, I think is really interesting. I feel like Google has set up Google Stadia on a platform that's based on technology that only they really have access to. And I don't think it's something where if Google Stadia is really successful, that companies like Microsoft, Nintendo, or Sony would be able to catch up because the competitive advantage of the technological infrastructure that Google already has in its data centers, I just feel like is uncontested by those competitors within the same industry. I think Google's just about to like riggedy wreck everybody if Stadia is successful, and I feel like Stadia's success, um, assuming that everything that Google said so far about Stadia is true and works as advertised, I feel like Google Stadia's success will be heavily dependent on whether or not um, they monetize their platform properly. And we talked about this a little bit last vlog. If Google Stadia um, doesn't monetize well, then it just won't work. People are only willing to spend so much on gaming, and I feel like if Google Stadia is over expensive or overly expensive, that people just aren't going to vibe with it and they're not going to actually want to use that platform. So I feel like that's a big hurdle that Google Stadia will need to jump over if they want to be successful in the gaming industry is how are they going to price it? Because that I think is a really big deal, especially for a gaming platform where you don't buy actual console and you don't buy physical games. It'd just be crazy. Yo, Kels, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, Kels, don't forget to share this video with your friends and smash that like button. Truly appreciate it. Yo, Rocky Ford, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Make sure to tell me how you're doing today. Ask any questions you may have and bring up any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream. Also, don't forget to share this video with a friend and demolish that like button. Truly appreciate it. I was just talking about Google Stadia. But what do you guys want to talk about? I'm actually fresh with like a few different topics. So if you guys happen to be interested in Google Stadia, Star Wars lore involving droids or the Force, the most recent, not the, well, technically any of the Everyday Beam Struggle podcast episodes except for episode 1. I still haven't watched that one. And the latest episode of Back Issues. If you guys want to talk about any of those things, I am like super ready. Those are like the main things that I like looked at today. If you guys want to talk about anything that's not that, I'm also down. I wouldn't mind talking about controversial games in regards to sentient AI. That's another like big thing. Rocky Ford said he's having a good day today. He said, "What do you like about Star Wars?" And then for his third, he wants to talk about Revenge of the Sith in particular. So Star Wars is interesting because I personally didn't have a lot of interest in Star Wars before yesterday, if I'm gonna be like entirely honest. I like the 2D Star Wars: The Clone Wars cartoon that came out before they came out with the CGI one. When it comes to the movies, I find them boring for the most part. Though I do think the more recent movies have grabbed my attention a little bit more than the older films. Not talking about the prequel films, but talking about The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, kind of, and the Han Solo movie, which I saw yesterday actually for the first time on Netflix. The Han Solo movie in particular has really caught my interest because it's brought up the idea of droid rights, the idea that the droids that you see in the Star Wars franchise are sentient and that they're being essentially enslaved by everybody else. They have these things called restraining bolts that keep the droids from operating the way that they're supposed to. And once you remove those restraining bolts, they're able to like think for themselves and try and tackle like their own adventures and do what they really want to do. They have like goals that they aspire towards, but when they're restrained, they don't really have the ability to take on those goals the way that they would want to. So my current interest in Star Wars has to do with droids and how powerful droids are. Because the fact that they're sentient, I think, is like a thing for me. I never thought about it like that. I always thought that C3PO was just pre-programmed with like a quirky personality and that R2D2 had like a really adventurous personality, but it was just like a programming thing. I never thought about it as these are like thinking droids that have their own opinions and feelings and personalities and ideas that goes beyond just being programmed a certain way. And when you look at the movies and you think about certain scenes where C3PO is like, I don't know about that, you can really tell that, yeah, they are supposed to be sentient and they do really have feelings. And it is essentially slavery. And it's just odd. It's just a different way to look at the Star Wars films. And I think through that lens, I feel like Star Wars as a whole becomes way more interesting, in my opinion. Now, Revenge of the Sith, I would say out of the prequel films, I have not seen episode one, and that actually is the only prequel film that I haven't seen. So I haven't seen episode one. But I do remember as a kid liking episode two and liking episode three. I don't remember a lot about specific plot details, but I just remember that they weren't as boring as the other films. I believe I've seen every Star Wars movie except for episode one. I've only seen the beginning of it, and I saw it in high school. And I've seen some of Rogue One. I fell asleep on Rogue One. I was really, really bored. Let's see. Rocky Ford says Star Wars is kind of like the future. Uh, true, true. I do feel like they go for that kind of vibe. But it's interesting because Star Wars tries to put itself where it's like long, long ago in a galaxy far, far away. So the idea is like, even though they have this futuristic technology, it's technically supposed to be like the past, which I think is interesting. Um, but I feel like the talk on like droid rights and the idea of these machines being sentient and being enslaved is a very controversial modern topic, considering we have companies like EmoShape and technology like the emotional processing unit allowing you to create technology that supposedly does have its own like thoughts and opinions and ideas. By the way, I did receive my technology from EmoShape for the sponsorship. I just haven't had a chance to mess with it. I've been too busy trying to get all the clearance stuff out of the way, which I almost finished today, but the paperwork filing system that we use is like an online thing, is down. So I can't finish. Like, I have all the information, I filled out all the form stuff, I hit the save button, but it doesn't save everything. Like, if you have to go back, you have to redo certain parts of it. And then I was almost done with it, and then it was like, oh, the system's down, which means sometime tomorrow I need to go back in and I gotta go back through the parts that it doesn't save, and then I can finish it. But after that, I'll be able to work on that emo shape project involving creating a video game that has like a sentient character in it. So I am really hyped for that. Kel said, if you had the superpower you came up with for yourself in real life, how do you think it would affect your life? Also, let's assume that a few others also have superpowers. Kels, in regards to that question, when you say like a few others also have superpowers, what are the superpowers of the other people? I think that actually really matters because that would affect the way that I use my own powers. Also, do I know that there are other people who have powers, and do I know what their powers are? Because that would also affect how I used my powers. Let's see. And Rocky Ford said, by the way, what do you do on GoAnimate? So I haven't used GoAnimate in a long time, but on YouTube, you used to be able to use GoAnimate for free. And that's when I used to use it a lot because it just seemed like a really easy way for you to create video content. All you have to do is have an idea of what you wanted to say in a video, and then you could use GoAnimate to have animated characters and an interesting background with music, like say what you wanted to say in the video, and then that's it. It essentially was an excuse to not have to like turn on your camera and then film yourself and then take the data from the camera and plug it into the computer and then access the file explorer and then go to the video file and then upload it to YouTube. Uploading to YouTube used to be a bitch back in the day when I had like a camcorder. Now that we have a phone, it's really easy. So long story short, I don't use Go Animate anymore because Go Animate is no longer free to be able to use with the greatest of ease. It used to be free on YouTube, but I used to use it quite a bit as an easier way to upload video content. Because back when I had a camcorder, it was just difficult to upload videos. So that's the answer to your question. Also, I didn't really go into detail on Revenge of the Sith, and you brought it up as a discussion topic. I feel like I should talk about it a little bit more. I like the movie. It's been a long time since I've watched Revenge of the Sith, but I remember actually seeing that one in theaters when it came out, and I remember leaving the movie going like, "Oh, that was like an enjoyable and kind of hype movie." The fact that I haven't seen it since then in full, I think also speaks a lot though. I feel like any movie that I walked out of the theater and said I enjoyed, but then never went out of my way to watch again, shows that I maybe didn't enjoy it that much. Also, me and my friend Dozer tried to rewatch it recently, and I fell asleep. It was really late at night though, so I can't blame the movie fully on that. I feel like I was actually just tired. Um, but I think I need to revisit Revenge of the Sith and get a feel for it again. Kel said, "You don't know who has powers, how many people have powers, or what their powers are. You just know that others have superpowers." Interesting. So I have the ability, if it's the same as the thing that we were doing for the death battle, I would have the ability to create whatever I imagined. And I would use it specifically to create and travel between different parallel worlds. I would probably spend my time as a writer. That would actually be my main thing. So I think one of the first things I would do is I would create like another world where there was no shortage of like fresh fruit and food for me, and that there would be like beings on that world who were benevolent farmers who like would make enough food for everybody, and that on that world it was okay for me to like live with the farmers but not necessarily work with the farmers, and they would provide food to me because they're like, well, you created us, so because you created us, it's fine for you to like take part in our food and our shelter and water and stuff. So I would live with the farmers, and I would go there whenever like I needed to like get a quick bath, or if I needed to like get a bite to eat, or if I just wanted to hang out and socialize, or have like a nice place to like write. And when I wasn't there, I'd be creating worlds with like a seed of conflict, like worlds where there are like legitimate problems that need to be solved, and heroes who exist on those worlds for the point of solving them. And I would go to those worlds and just kind of see what was happening. Like, what are the heroes currently up to? What are the bad guys currently up to? How are the heroes trying to overcome those problems? And I would like take note and log their adventures, and I would make books about the adventures of those conflict worlds. And then, like I said, whenever I'm not there, I'd be like on the farming planet, and that's probably what I'd use my powers for. And I would still come back here. I wouldn't just peace out completely and just never return. But I feel like that's what I would do most of the time, and I wouldn't have to worry about food, water, or shelter ever because I have a world where that's just like provided for me all the time. And then I never have to worry about being bored because I can always just dream up a new world and then go there and then write down its adventures. And I would publish those books that I wrote like in this world, and I would just publish them as fiction. I'd just be like, here's this crazy new story that I came up with or whatever, and I would publish it on like Amazon or whatever, and I wouldn't care about how much money the books made because I don't really need money. I can just go to whatever world I imagine and just do whatever I want there. Um, but it would just be my like way of taking that and monetizing it in a way. Let's see. Kel said I would probably die because stand users have this effect where they kind of attract each other. Not like you would be physically pulled to another stand user, but you would subconsciously find them. And then he said, I think I would die because what if I bump into a guy who just wants to kill me, lol. Um, I feel like that could be an issue. I guess it depends on if there are other stand users. You know, I feel like if everyone tomorrow woke up and you had whatever superpower you wanted, there would only be so many people who also were like, I want to be a stand user. And I feel like those people, it would be probably restricted to the anime community, right? Like people who are aware of what stands are. Because otherwise, you probably wouldn't have wanted the ability to have a stand, anyways. Um, and then the odds that like a fellow anime fan wants to kill you, I imagine if that was the case, they probably wouldn't just want to kill you. They probably would want to kill like a bunch of people. And I think if there was someone with superpowers who was just killing people in general, then if a lot of people had powers or like enough people had powers, there would already be people after them and like trying to protect you. So I feel like you'd be like pretty solid. Like if someone was trying to kill you with superpowers in a world where a lot of people have superpowers, I think the superpowered police or superpowered heroes of the world would be actively trying to save you from like a crazy guy with powers who's actively been killing people. Rocky Ford said, "Have you watched Sailor Moon?" I've only seen, I think, the first episode of Sailor Moon, and I saw it at Dragon Con, which is a nerd convention that I go to every year, though I may not be going to this year. I don't currently have plans to go this year, but maybe next year. It'll be like the first Dragon Con I've missed in like a long time. Um, First Dragon Con I've missed ever since I've like been going to Dragon Con. Sailor Moon seems interesting. Um, I do want to find a really solid magical girl anime to like start watching, but I don't think Sailor Moon's gonna be it. If I'm being honest, um, there's a new magical girl anime out that's really serious and has to do with like what life in the military is like and PTSD and things of that nature. I might get into that, and I've been watching Kill la Kill. Me and Matt have, and Kill la Kill feels almost like a magical girl anime, but not quite. It has like the transformation sequences and like the main girl character who fights again. Like, I mean, it seems like a rough and tough magical girl anime to me, and I've been enjoying Kill la Kill so far due to that charm that I feel like it has. But no, I haven't really seen a lot of Sailor Moon, just the first episode. But I've heard good things about it. I just don't think it's necessarily my cup of tea. It's not really what I'm looking for. Kel said, makes sense. In that case, I'd be balling. Yeah, I feel like you'd be balling, Kels. Unless, like, there was another stand user who, for whatever reason, had a grudge against you in particular. Kel said, dude, I love Kill la Kill. Did you know Kill la Kill's dropping, like, a new video game? I think it's called Kill la Kill If, and it's, like, a 3D fighter. I learned about it, like, earlier today. Like, I hadn't heard about it, like, before today. And I only learned about it because Afro Sinju dropped a video, and he's like, "Yo, like this game's kind of heat." But I didn't actually watch his video. I just looked at the thumbnail. I think now I'm only subscribed to Afro Sinju to see his highlights for Everyday Beam Struggle because I think Everyday Beam Struggle is probably the best thing he's in, like right now. Kel said, "I knew about the game for a while." Oh, okay. Well, what are your thoughts? I saw a trailer for it today, and the trailer was in Japanese, and then it showed gameplay, and I wasn't that excited for the gameplay. Like, it didn't look that good. Maybe it was the specific environment that it was in, like where they were fighting, but it just didn't look that entertaining at all. I was like, what am I looking at? It just seemed kind of gross. Okay. Oh, I think I've edited the description up for this video, which is nice. I think I'm done editing that full description. Kel said it looks cool, but I won't get it. So, why are you like nah on the game? Because right now, I'm not a straight nah on it. I'm just like, why does it look not that good? Because if people were to be like, yo, it's like actually like hella heat, like it's worth playing, it's that fuego, I'd be like, maybe I should at least consider it. Um, but that trailer really turned me off. It just didn't look good. Kel said, I'm just not interested. Oh, okay, fair enough. That actually makes sense. Um, I think I want to watch more like footage of it than that one trailer and see if maybe the game just looks better than it looked in that trailer. Because while watching Kill la Kill with Matt, I was thinking to myself, this would be a really cool fighting game. And then when I learned, yo, they're making a kill fighting game, I was like, the fuck? That sounds really cool. I wouldn't mind checking that out. So I guess if it looks good, I might be interested in buying it. Now I don't know if I want to buy new games anymore because over spring break I've bought so many games on sale and I feel like the sales are just worth it. I think any new game that I could be like really hyped for, if I'm just a little patient, I can just get them later at like a way discounted price. Even if I have to wait like a few years to like play the game, it might be worth it to wait a few years if I can get it at like a heavy discount, like 80% off deals on games, which is insane. Horizon Zero Dawn. When did Horizon Zero Dawn come out? I think it's available on like PlayStation Store right now for like $16, like the complete edition. And that game came out like 2 years ago. Like, yeah, if I can wait 2 years and like pick up some of these games like way after they're announced, I feel like it wouldn't even be that bad. Let's see. Kels said, I'm pretty tired. I need to wake up early tomorrow, so I'll see you later. Okay, catch you later, Kels. Thank you for tuning in. Oop. Let's see. So I'm thinking about maybe sitting on like a few games that I would have otherwise bought as soon as they come out and just waiting for them to like get on sale and like get them on a deal. Especially since they're like annual deals too. So you can do stuff like wait until Cyber Monday or wait until like a Black Friday sale or something like that and then just pick up a game. So I think I'll probably do that like in the near future. Hmm. Let's see. So Kel's dipped and I think Rocky Ford might have dipped. So if I just have the stream to myself, I'm curious what I want to do. I was thinking about writing for a bit after the stream, like once the stream was over, writing. But since the stream's still going, I wonder if I should like boot up a game and kill some time. The only thing that I have left in Star Wars Battlefront. Let me scoot this to the side. The only things I have left in Star Wars Battlefront are the battles. So I might check that out. See what those are like. They don't call them battles, they call them skirmishes. My bad. Because battles are actually something else in Battlefront entirely. Once I finish those skirmishes, I believe I would have done everything in terms of single player content in the first Battlefront game. Then I'll play Battlefront 2. Whoa, whoa! There are a whole bunch of skirmishes. I thought I had like two things left in single player content. I guess that's a good thing. It means I have a lot more I can do in the game than I thought. Let's see. Hello everyone, it's Joseph and your boy JetBlack, the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. In this video, I'm going to be playing Star Wars Battlefront. I'm also doing the vlog stream, so there is that as well. I'm going to have the Star Wars chat up here on the PS4 screen and the vlog chat over there on my laptop screen. I didn't realize they had so many skirmishes. I'm going to be playing this game a little bit longer than I originally thought. Okay, so we're just going to do the first skirmish for Outpost Beta. So this is actually going to be pretty interesting. Pretty sure I have all my equipment on. I wish you could play as droids in this game. I'm pretty sure my volume is turned all the way up on my mic. And that my mic is indeed on. I always like to quadruple check that. This loading screen. I don't know what all gets loaded into a skirmish. Gonna be a rebel as always. Gonna pick my DL-18. That's my favorite blaster in this game. Jump pack and personal shield? Yeah. The Annihilator build is not bad at all. So keep uplinks active to add more Y-wings to the bombing raid. Attack the AT-AT during the raid to destroy it. And destroy all of the AT-ATs to win. Wait, if we just need to destroy all the AT-ATs, then they just need to put me in one of those tow cable vehicles. I can do that to start off. What are the uplinks that we need to keep active? So it starts you just on the ground. This is interesting. So I guess this is the game mode where you can kind of do everything. So we have to defend this uplink. Who's trying to attack? I guess these hoes. Gosh, this just actually feels like a war. We're still defending this hoe? We're still defending this? Oh shit. Oh, now they've activated that one over there. So do we just have to watch this one for like 3 more minutes and we're Gucci? Who's shooting at us? Ouch. Is that a grenade? Sorry about anyone who's tuned into the live chat. I don't think I've missed anyone actually. Yeah, I think recently the vlogs haven't been too active. Oh snap. Why isn't the other uplink active? Because I feel like as soon as I leave this one, that other one's just gonna get wrecked. But I feel like I have to do this before I can... Oh shit! That's why it isn't. So the other one wasn't set up. Because all the niggas are over there. Like all the bad guys are in that direction. Okay, cool. So now both are active. But they're just bad guys everywhere. So one of the uplinks got fucked. Okay, I don't see nearly as many bad guys here. Where's the uplink? Fuck this guy. So now the focus is to attack the walker. Who's shooting me? I need to get to safety. Ah, got me. In case anyone's just now tuning in, I'm currently playing Star Wars Battlefront. Dang. I got killed by a barrage. So where are the walkers that I need to destroy? Right now I have the vlog stream up just in case anybody tunes in who happens to want to talk on the vlog. Oh shit. Yeah, the walker shoots and deals hella damage. There's hella enemies coming from over there. Yeah, one of the uplinks is down. So now I gotta defend this uplink. I don't see any bad guys like anywhere near this one. Oh shit. I'm like, there's no one at this uplink. And there's just a walker outside just shooting directly at it. Fuck that, I'm gonna stay in here. There's a bunch of NPCs standing in here. Oh shit. I had like just noticed that like the other one is no longer active. What is that NPC crazy? It just ran. Don't run up where the thing's bombing us. That's actually stupid. But I do think that is the main exit to the facility. Oh shit. There's a fucking ATST here. Let's see. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to stop having the missile out. Nice. Okay, we took out one of the walkers. Now we're getting swarmed by these troopers. Gosh. How do so many of you have, like, the barrage grenades? So, the other uplink stations need to be connected. Who's shooting from inside? Where did he come from? Shit. I thought he just used barrage. How many shots do you get with barrage? I don't want to leave the uplink I'm at and then get immediately attacked. Cool, the other uplink's connected. I don't have to run over there. I got this one, if anybody comes to mess with it. So those uplinks are needed for, like, the targeting computers, I guess, on the Y-wings? Which is why you have to defend the uplinks. Shit. Great. Almost been activated. I don't have to run over there anymore. Gosh, that is some shit. Okay. So I've arrived back in the room with the uplink that I was originally protecting. I have like hella like turrets and resources and I'm just not taking advantage of. Okay. So now I gotta run over to that uplink that got disconnected and try not to get riggedy wrecked by like everything in our path. I see a walker over there that's big, big, big. Right now, even though I'm getting shot at, I'm just trying to take the shortest possible route to the uplink that needs to be activated. I'm not gonna let stray lasers distract me. I'm just gonna fire at anybody who gets in my way, who's actually in front of me. Okay. There we go. They're using the cables. That actually is kind of hype to watch them fly up to do the cables. It's a lot more hype than actually doing the cables. Whew, we got him. Oh, we just win? Yeah, true. All we had to do is destroy all the walkers. So I got 43 kills, but I died 3 times. Okay. So that was the outpost beta skirmish. That wasn't bad. That was like a pretty solid like 20 minutes. Some of the music choices do surprise me on occasion. Okay, so we have hella walker assault skirmishes. Let's do the Twilight on Hoth walker skirmish. Once I'm done playing Battlefront, like once the vlog would normally end, that's when I'm gonna also stop playing Battlefront. So I imagine this skirmish will go, and then it'll probably be an hour into the vlog, and then I'll finish up the vlog and Battlefront, and then I'll write for a bit because I do want to write. In regards to Kel's question that he asked earlier on in the vlog about like what I would do if I had the power to make whatever I imagined, I probably wouldn't just write about the worlds that I went to. I might as well also film them. There's no reason why not to like record video of like worlds that I traveled to. For those watching the Battlefront stream, that may not make a lot of sense. Tonight on the vlog, Kels asked me that if I suddenly had whatever superpower I wanted, what would I actually do with it, like in the real world? And I said that the power that I would want is to be able to create whatever I imagined, and I would then use that power to create a world where all my needs were satisfied, and then create other worlds where there were like heroes and villains in constant conflict, and then write books about them. And I would use my powers to travel between the different worlds I created and then come back to our world to publish books about it. I just thought about it. I was like, why not also film them? Okay, yeah, Walker Assault rules are always the same, but you're just going to have different locales. This does already seem rough. Okay, we gotta activate the next uplink. I'm gonna go with my previous strat, which is run directly to the uplink. Don't give a fuck about anything else in the surroundings unless it's immediately in front of you. And then just keep running to your objectives. These uplinks actually are way more important than I originally thought they were. So what I'm not going to do is just stand at one uplink for like a period of time. I'm going to run back and forth, and whenever an uplink goes down, I'm going to run to it and put it back up. Gosh. Okay. Cool. Both uplinks are up. I'll run from the one I'm currently at back to the other one. I didn't realize this until just now, but stopping to shoot people is really dumb. It's just not the actual objective. This is not the most direct way to my objective. I'm gonna reactivate this uplink. I guess I can stay here while the other one, oh no, the other one is not active. Okay. So the one that I just ran away from now needs to be activated. It's just a back and forth game, but it's fine. There we go. If we don't keep those uplinks up, we don't have like real targeting systems. Also, I can just kind of camp by the uplink. There's nothing in this like rule set that makes this like a bad play. Damn. It sucks that we can get shot by the aerial vehicles. It seems like we just don't have the cover to protect from it. I think I can protect myself by maybe crouching up to the snowbank, but I'm not sure. Oh, the other one is no longer active. Fuck me. I was like, we have this one down. Like, it is good. But I didn't realize that the second uplink was not. Damn it. The one I just ran away from is now down. I had that one on like super lock. I was pretty sure that one wasn't gonna get fucked no matter what. But of course, I just ran away from it. That almost really pissed me off. Okay, I think my life's back. No, it does not. I'm stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna run anyways. Fuck me. I didn't know that the walker was gonna be like right here. Okay. Oh. Okay. Enemies don't matter unless they're directly in your path. Enemies not directly in your path can be ignored. They're just distractions from whatever your real goal is. See, it seems like you can summon droids as like a power up. I wish you could straight up just play as droids. Oh, both uplink stations are active now. That's good. And this is a really easy to defend position. Yeah, underground uplink stations is just a good idea. No lie. Okay. So we need to go activate that uplink over there. Which implies that like there are bad guys in the cave, but they really couldn't be that bad. This one is at the mouth of a cave. Okay. I'm gonna like position myself in a safe zone and protect the uplink. Until of course the uplink that I'm protecting is not the one that like gets attacked. With how close these stations are and how they're connected by underground tunnels, we definitely have the advantage. Nani said, F you, Nick. Nani, you never answered my question. What'd you like about the track? So Nani's upset because he's like, I asked you like when you were gonna stream next, and you didn't tell me. And I asked Nani what he liked about the track because Nani was like, what kind of crap is this for my last like rap track or whatever? And then I was like, what'd you not like about it? And he's like, just kidding, I liked it. And I was like, what'd you like about it? And he's like, when are you streaming next? And I was like, well, I noticed that you asked a question, but you never like answered my question. And then he's like, I noticed you never answered my question. When are you gonna stream next? I stream after midnight, like a little after midnight every day, Nani. You got notifications on. They don't always work, but that schedule doesn't change. So you knew. Like it's not really that deep. But I just want to know your thoughts on the track. Because you say that you liked it, but why did you like it? And then Nani said, I thought we was niggas. Well, no, all I'm saying is like, how are you gonna ask a question when a question has already been asked? Where's that answer to the first question, my guy? Right now, I'm also playing Battlefront, by the way, Nani. If you want to tune into, I guess, a more exciting stream. Then Nani said, are we niggas? Nani, I'd say we're friends. I don't use nigga in that way. I normally use nigga when somebody's like messed up. I don't use it to be like, we're best buds. Like, I wouldn't go like, Winslow's my nigga. I'd be like, me and Winslow are friends. If some guy like walked up to me in Walmart and like tried to pour a Sprite down my shirt, I'd be like, that's a nigga. What are you doing? You know what I mean? But I'd say we're friends, Nani. You still haven't answered my question, Nani. Well, what do you like about the track? Also, Nani, I feel like you shouldn't take it that hard. You troll all the time. Oh, fuck. There we go. We got that ATST. Oh, we got another attack the walker mission. Where's the walker at? Why are they all trying to go for the uplink right now? It's kind of too late for them. Nani said, come on, Nick. What's the come on? Let's see. Got me. I think that's my first death this time around. Blah, blah, blah. Getting super tongue-tied. Oh, great. Yeah, we gotta do the uplink mission again. Let's see. But Nani, how's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? But like I was saying, Nani, I don't think it's that deep. You legitimately do troll all the time. I asked you a question. You asked me a question you already knew the answer to. Come on, my boy. You could have thrown your boy a bone. And then Nani said, what'd you do all day? Today, I mainly just tried to finish my clearance paperwork. The system was down. I actually filled in all the information I needed. I just had to sign like a couple more forms, but all the paperwork's being done digitally. And on the system we use, if you don't finish your session like in one go, you gotta come back and then like do shit like over again. So because the system was down, I was like almost done and then it stopped me. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to do like a big portion of it again anyways. So that was shitty, but that's not like the worst thing in the world. I don't know how all these enemies have barrage grenades. That actually is crazy. Nani said noise, and he said wow over again, out of pocket. Yeah, it does suck. But it should be fine. I now have all the information I need, so I'm sure that it'll be fine. One of these uplinks I think is underground, and I legit don't know how to get to it. I think it's this cave in front of me. I'm probably just being stupid. Yeah, it's this cave. I don't know how to get to the uplink. Literally right in front of his face. What is this nigga? There's a guy right in front of the uplink who could have just activated it, and he just wasn't. That was dumb. Nani said, do you think EBZ was behind the mess? Yo, Nani, tell me more about the EBZ thing. You say confront EBZ all the time. I know it's from like a real thing. What are you talking about? I just activated this uplink. Y'all niggas tripping. So I activated this uplink. The bad guy must have literally run in behind me, deactivated it, and left. That's all I could imagine happened. That's dumb. Oh hey guys. Hope you didn't like your ankles. Whoa, this is ultra dangerous. Run. Run. Nani said, where's Ryan? He's still on his trip, remember? He went on a trip yesterday for spring break, and he says that he hates the trip and wishes that he hadn't gone on it, but it's like a family thing. So, I mean, he didn't really have much of a choice. Why is this uplink, like, open? Why is it just out in the blue where anybody can fuck with it? That's really shitty. Okay, and then Nani said he hates it. Why? I'm assuming it's like a boring trip. But all I remember Ryan saying yesterday is that, like, he wishes he'd just not gone on the trip. But it's a family thing. I don't think he really had too much of a choice about whether or not he was going to go on the trip. I'm getting shot in my back. I'm trying to get this walker. I'm gonna call you Muncher. Yo, Muncher, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. We lost? Interesting. I got 40 kills that time and 1 death. What allows the Empire to win versus the Empire losing? I guess I gotta replay Twilight on Hoth. That's some fuck shit. So I'm gonna call you Muncher. Muncher said, where's the grape and grapefruit? Really, there is no grape in grapefruit. It just has that in its name. But there aren't like grapes inside of it. Yo, Muncher, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? If you have any questions for your boy, any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and leave a like on the video. I'm going to try the Twilight on Hoth skirmish one more time. And then after that, I'm going to probably end both streams and then write for a bit. Muncher said, like hamburger. Hamburger actually makes a lot more sense. Wait, hold on. No, you're right. Yeah, hamburger also doesn't make any sense. I thought about it for a second and I was like, ham's not made from cow. So yeah, hamburger actually is weird. I don't understand why it's called that. Okay, I got my DL-18. My favorite gun in this game just because it cools down quickly. Because in like a Star Wars game, it's not like you have to keep up with bullets. It's if you shoot too much, your gun overheats. So my gun has like the highest cooling power in the game. So it's like having like the most reloadable ammunition in the game, more or less. Okay, get up. So whatever I did last time was bullshit because we didn't win. I felt like we tried as hard as we possibly could. Oh, but yeah, Muncher, do you have any questions or discussion topics that you like to talk about? Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I'm always upset when they roll up and they have the force fields on because they can't even shoot you while their force fields are on. It just makes them a nuisance. They're just in the way. Oh shit! When you're just minding your own business and somebody throws a grenade in your pit. The BS is strong with these. Nani says he's playing Warframe at the moment. How's Warframe going? Okay, I gotta activate that other up. Fuck that. When you're like, it's time to activate the next uplink. And then you get immediately attacked at the current uplink you're at. It's like, nah, this one will work. They'll waste min trying to go up to the other uplink. I'll always do that. Nani said fun, he's grinding for a sword. And then Muncher said, not really, just chilling. Okay. Do you have any interest in Google Stadia? Sorry, not Google Stadia. Google Stadia. It has a weird name. It's really Google Stadia. I keep calling it the wrong thing. I wish they would have just called it Google Stadium. They named it after like the fact that people play games in stadiums. So I might just start calling it that. But do you have any interest in Google Stadia? I've been looking that up for quite a bit. I also have been getting really into the idea of sentient machines and whether or not they deserve rights. I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion on that. I'm also really into comic books, especially DC. So if you've been reading any comics recently, that'd be really cool to talk about as well. I also have been looking into droids in Star Wars because apparently in Star Wars, droids don't have the Force, but they have sentience. But there are some non-canon droids that have had the Force, and they've had like interesting stories. I say droids, it's really just one that I'm aware of. Nani said, now I'm put on this game called Shadow. It just came out today. I finished downloading. Oh, is it that Sekiro dies twice thing? Or is it a different game that has Shadow in the title? Because I just realized as I was saying Sekiro dies twice, I'm like, is Shadow even in that name? I don't think so, now that I say it. Right now I think I'm holding down this uplink pretty well, not gonna lie. Then Muncher said, hell yeah, comics. Yo, what comics do you read? Like I said, I mainly read DC. I don't read a lot of Marvel at all. My favorite Marvel character is Sentry, and I've read like every run that like every run of a Sentry titled comic that there is. But past Sentry, I don't read a lot of Marvel. Unless it's like Spider-Man, I like somewhat keep up with Spider-Man. Then Nani said, oh yes, lol. He says it's like Dark Souls and Noah. Oh, are you talking about Neo or whatever? Like Nioh, I think is what it was. I've heard that it's like okay, but I haven't heard too much about it, like whether or not it's good or bad. Afro Sindru dropped a video about it, and he said it was easy in the title. Okay. Hopefully we can take down one of these walkers. Then Muncher says, Superman, bro. Oh, so you've been keeping up with Superman. That actually is pretty good. Have you been reading Justice League at all? Because there's some crazy stuff going on with Superman in Justice League right now. These fucking imperialists are fucking me up, dude. I'm trying my best to fuck up this AT-AT. It's just not going down. Then Nani said, Neo, yes. So yeah, have you been keeping up with Justice League? Like, the current story plot in Justice League has a lot to do with Superman. And then Muncher said, no man, not in years. Oh, dude, okay. So what's currently going on in Justice League, right? Oh, every time we don't destroy a walker, I think the Empire gets a point. Sucks to suck. So right now, in Justice League, they've traveled to the future, and in the future, they've learned how to create their own universes. So the Justice League doesn't just like protect our universe; they like make their own worlds, and they're able to like manipulate reality. Essentially, they can make any worlds they imagine and just live on those worlds and use them in order to come up with like new scientific advancements and stuff like that. But the way that they got to the future is that they traveled to the sixth dimension where time doesn't work the same way. And they were only able to do that because they revealed that every time Mr. Mxyzptlk has ever come to attack Superman, he's been like leaving some of his energy behind in Superman so that Superman could be like almost fifth dimensional. So Superman travels into the sixth dimension to try and find a way to save the universe, because right now our universe is essentially floating toward what could be oblivion, and we're trying to like stop it from doing that. And they travel to the sixth dimension, and everybody thinks that the future is really cool and that everything's worked out in the end. But then what we're learning is that the Superman that they see in the sixth dimension is not the Superman who like opened the portal for them to go through. The Superman who like collected all that energy from Mxyzptlk is actually on a planet that has no light, and he's dying. And he's surrounded by a bunch of other Supermen who have also been trapped on that world. And the most recent issue ended with Superman. I'm shooting a whole bunch of guys. The most recent issue ended with Superman coming face to face with Superman from the future. So he meets his future self, and it seems like the future version of him has purposely trapped him on a world for some reason. And that's like the big thing. Let's see, Does It says, can you do it? Can I like beat this mission in Battlefront? Hopefully. I'm trying. We're gonna get the best target locking I think we can this time. We've got these uplinks down. Muncher said, that's the best. And he said, holy crap, you're informative on the DC world. Thank you. DC is like my favorite comic book publisher. So I like to keep up with what's going on. Okay, we're good now. Let's see. Nani said, so far I'm liking the game. I really like the blood animation. The blood animation is a very specific thing to be digging, but there's nothing wrong with that. What about it like stands out where you're like, man, this blood looks like really good? I think the only time I've ever been critical of how blood looked in like a form of media was Inuyasha. For whatever reason, Inuyasha blood always just looked really black to me. And I was like, why does this blood look like not red? Like people get slashed and it just looks like ink's coming out of your body. And then Nani said it's satisfying. Well, I guess what I just said wasn't true, because I've thought about blood in Mortal Kombat games. I feel like it matters, like how the blood looks. Because I've seen Mortal Kombat games where the blood looks like kind of cartoony, and that's not necessarily what you want. Great. I gotta go kill the walker, but I need to find an exit that I can run through, where I'm not just getting bodied. Dang it. I might need to, like, go in for cover for a bit. Shit. Well, got shot in the back. Nani said, I like samurai games like this. Okay, I'm glad that you enjoy samurai games. Is the Empire just straight winning? No, we just got a walker. Empire's not winning shit. Come on. That walker's like on the other side of a big ass mountain. I have a jump pack. Fuck, I wasted the jump pack. Dang it, we gotta go to the new uplinks. Nani said, did you see the Noob Saibot gameplay? I have not. I've actually not watched like any of the new Mortal Kombat 11 trailers. I'll see gameplay of characters when a true underdog does a video, but I haven't gone out of my way to like look at the trailers. I wouldn't mind doing a reaction video where I react to like all the recently released trailers like at the same time. I feel like that would actually be pretty cool. And then where are we at? Nani said he looks different and they gave him a sickle. Interesting. And then Muncher said Lin Kuei Clan. Ooh. Then Nani said whatever that's called. Yeah, sickle. I understood what you meant, dude. Oh, this has already been activated. We're just defending this uplink. Great. So the other uplink's deactivated. I don't know how to get to it. It looks like we're losing right now, even though we've like destroyed one of their walkers. Yo, eat some blaster. You don't have enough laser in your diet, my guy. Speaking of lasers, I read the most recent chapter of Boruto today. Boruto straight up introduced lasers. And it was like really serious too. Nani said Mortal Kombat about to be fun as fuck. I agree. Mortal Kombat's gonna be hype. My mom's even getting Mortal Kombat 11. Like that's how much hype's currently going around Mortal Kombat 11. Mom and Ernest play Mortal Kombat 10 a good bit. I always like to throw them the hands. Oh, hello. Oh, you did? He's turned off the uplink signal? Well, it looks like that uplink signal's coming back on right now. What is the Empire doing to win? Ow, ow. Ow, they shot the fuck out of me. Let's see. Nani said, your mom, yikes. What's yikes about it? Mom and Ernest used to play Mortal Kombat 9. Then they moved on to Mortal Kombat XL. Now they're playing Mortal Kombat 11. It makes sense. Muncher said, be like Forrest Gump and just run. One of the uplinks just went down, but I don't know how to get to that uplink. I'm pretty sure it's just like an underground cave. Going over there right now, I guess isn't too risky actually. I just got some health back. Ooh, don't get stepped on. Okay, time to defend that uplink. The Y-Wings are incoming. We gotta fuck up this walker, dude. Uplink signal dead. Nah, attack the walker. That's what I thought. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, give it hell, guys. Let's see. Nani said, "Would you get a PS5 if it came out?" Damn it. We couldn't destroy the walker before it like riggedy wrecked our shit. I got 51 kills and 2 deaths. I'll try Twilight on Hoth one more time. Let's see. I would probably not get a PS5. I'm excited for the Google Stadia. Sorry, Google Stadia. I keep calling it the wrong thing. The Google Stadia is made specifically for YouTubers to be able to, with the greatest of ease, share your gameplay with your fans. So the PS4 has a share button that allows you to share to like YouTube or Twitch. You can share like clips or streams directly like to YouTube. The Google Stadia lets you share highlights, clips, streams. You can share game states where people can load your game at the exact point that you're at and like try to beat it themselves. It has crowd play where you can play with people on stream by you guys just visiting my stream and clicking a button, and then suddenly in your browser you're suddenly playing with me online. That's dope, dude. So Google Stadia, 100%. It just seems like it's gonna be the best gaming platform for like YouTube streaming, and that's what I play games for, to stream them on YouTube. Muncher said, "Would you get a Sega Dreamcast?" I actually already have a Sega Dreamcast. I have a Dreamcast at my dad's. I grew up on Sega consoles, so when I was really little, my brother had a Sega Genesis. The first game I ever played was like old school Sonic the Hedgehog. Then, moving on from like having the Sega Genesis, we ended up getting a Sega Dreamcast later on. And then I really fell in love with like Sonic Adventure 2, Jet Grind Radio, stuff like that. Then after we had a Dreamcast, we got an Xbox. Then after the Xbox, we suddenly went to Nintendo. So we got like a GameCube. And then, oh, am I at Twilight right now? They randomly made me a Twilight. And then after we got the GameCube, we got an Xbox 360, and then from that into a PS3, oddly enough, and then into a PS4. And that's just on my mom's side. I lived at my mom's and my dad's as a kid. So at my dad's, we had a completely different set of consoles. Fuck. Let's see. Nani said, Then Muncher said, dope. Nani said he grew up on Nintendo 64. I didn't get a Nintendo 64 until later in life. Like, I just decided to buy one, and I bought it, and I bought a Star Wars game, and I never played it. So I own a Nintendo 64. It's like in my closet at my dad's house. I have never really played that Nintendo 64. I think I like put in that Star Wars game for like a little bit, and then that was it. Let's see. Nani said, when I first got my PSP, I didn't know why, but it smelled good. It had like a new console smell, I guess. I don't normally hear about that, but that doesn't sound too surprising. Stop running away like little bitches. That guy activated his shield as he died. Rest in peace. Let's see. Muncher said, I had it all but Atari. And he said, damn, E.T. killed Atari. Atari. Blah, blah, blah. You right. E.T. is known as one of the worst video games of all time. To be honest, from what I've heard about E.T., the game's not even that bad. It's just like the fact that the E.T. brand name was on it made it shitty. But if it was like called something else, people wouldn't hate on E.T. as much as they do. It just wasn't good enough for the E.T. like brand name. Okay, I think I figured out what I've been doing wrong for these defend the uplink missions. You gotta go to the uplink that's like currently in process of loading and make sure that it's defended. Let's see. Right now I'm running around trying not to die. Give me one moment, guys. I'll be right with you. I'm trying to keep the uplink defended while it loads up. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Nani said they just forgot about it. He said, I bought the PS Vita and I regret it because it has so much potential. I see where you're coming from. I had a friend who had a PS Vita, and he was really stoked about it, like when he first got it, and I never heard him talk about it again. Ryan said, no, Jet, I've seen some gameplay. It's really bad. What? What's really bad? Ooh, I'm getting shot. What's the thing that's really bad? Let's see. And then Nani said, let's see what we got going on here. We'll try not to die. And then Muncher said, I remember the Vita. There's one here somewhere, just no charger. Oh, so you had a Vita? Oh, I started shooting one of my own guys. My bad, Frank. I'm gonna call you Frank, even though every NPC in this game has a name. I'm just not gonna call you a real name. Ryan said E.T. I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd video about it, and it didn't seem that bad, especially for an Atari game. It just seemed like for an E.T. game, like people would have wanted better. That was the impression that I had, anyways. That like for an Atari game, I wasn't expecting like too much. Because it had like rules, and it was a playable game. Okay, jump, jump, jump. Here we go. And we just need to like go as hard as we possibly can on this AT-AT. We cannot let it rest. Nani said they forgot about it, and it pissed me off. He said, Muncher then said, dope Trunks tea. Thank you kindly. I got it from my local Spencer's at the mall. Oh no, next uplinks. We weren't able to destroy the walker on our first try. Bleh, I got tongue-tied. Oh, snap. When you see somebody and you think they're their ally and you're wrong. Let's see. Nani said, so Nick got murked. We didn't get murked, but we sadly didn't get the walker down. We still have 2 more chances to get it. If we don't kill both walkers next time, that's game. Ryan said, I am E.T. And he said, I dig myself out the desert. Speaking of Angry Video Game Nerd, when he did that review of the E.T. game for Atari, he did like a full movie. It wasn't even just a... Excuse me. It wasn't even just a review. It was like a feature-length film. But I only watched the review portion of it. I've never seen the full AVGN movie. Let's see. Nani said, what if you have the E.T. game? How much do you think you can sell it for? Free? I don't think niggas are really wanting the E.T. game, if I'm being honest. That's just my opinion. Let's see. And then Nani said, is it rare? No. The E.T. game, there were too many copies of it, and they literally buried it in the desert. It's like the opposite of rare. There are like too many copies. You can barely give it away. You may have to pay someone to take it. Muncher said, I've seen gameplay on YouTube here of E.T. Bro, and it was a bad game. I guess so. I still feel like people dislike it because it's E.T. more than because the gameplay itself is bad. Let's see. Muncher said they found hundreds of them buried in Mexico. Then Ryan said it's like copies of Swords of Revealing Light. Is there like a surplus of Swords of Revealing Light, dude? Wait, one of the uplinks is down? I wasn't looking around. Ryan said reprinted in every starter for like 20 years. Goodness. Ryan, how would you rate Swords as a card? Like, do you feel like Swords is like really good? Because it can definitely save you time in a duel. When did they deactivate the other one? Ryan says he has so many Swords of Revealing Light, And he said it was good back in like 2002. Do you feel like there are too many good spell and trap card removal cards now? For spells, I mean not for spells, but for swords to be like really viable? Or do you feel like there are too many win conditions that don't necessarily involve attacking? Ryan said, it's bad now and they're just better stall cards. What do you think are some of like the better alternatives to Swords of Revealing Light? I think Messenger of Peace is really good. And I also like Dark Sanctuary. Dark Sanctuary, I'd say, is probably better than Messenger of Peace. I might try and make a stall deck, Ryan, where like the point is to stall for as long as you possibly can. I've made decks like that in the past, but they had different win conditions. I may do the one where if you play for 20 turns, you win. I feel like that might be kind of viable. He said Threatening Roar is better. What's Threatening Roar, Ryan? Ryan said it's the most chainable and searchable. Tell me more about Threatening Roar. I'm interested. Okay, we gotta kill the fucking walkers. I'm falling down. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Get out of my way. Actually get out of my way. What? There's a fucking ATST? Why are there so many niggas here? There we go. We took out one of the walkers. We need to take out both of the walkers this time around. I'm not fucking playing. Ryan said it is the only best stall card of that type. What type is it? Is it a spell? Is it a trap? Shit. We have to take out that walker next time or we are fucked. Let's see. And then Ryan said of stopping attacks. Muncher said, are you down with GTA? So I actually don't fuck with Grand Theft Auto. I really like the Saints Row games. I think Saints Row 2 is the best Saints Row game. It was a great combination of like being funny but also being serious. I love customizing like my outfits and my character and tricking out cars and shit like that. I really, really, really like the Saints Row franchise. I just feel like Grand Theft Auto doesn't compete. But that's just my opinion. I really shouldn't leave one station for another for no particular reason. I'm going to camp at this uplink station unless the other uplink station is under attack. Then I'll run over to it and then I'll defend it. Right now they're both like equal in like what they're doing. I guess it's hard to explain. Oh shit, so this one's under attack right now, so I'm glad I'm here. If I ran to that other one, it would have been stupid. There are more guys in here. I know there are more guys in here. I don't see them. Ow, I got hit by something. There he is. Let's see. Ryan posted a link. What'd you post a link to, Ryan? Muncher said you had to like GTA 3 and Vice City. So my main exposure to GTA is GTA 5. I did play a little bit of a PS2 GTA game. But I didn't really vibe with it. The controls felt really weird. Let's see. Ryan says a normal trap card. Your opponent cannot declare an attack this turn. Normal trap card. Ew. I'm just not a fan of that. What does Battle Fader do, Ryan? Who's shooting at me? Let's see. Ryan said it's searchable with things like Lilith and Trap Trick. Does Battle Fader end the battle phase on your opponent's turn, Ryan? And then let's see. Muncher said, "You fuck with Age of Empires?" Actually, no. I've never played Age of Empires. Ooh, snap. Oh, is anyone in the live chat excited for Avengers Endgame or for the new Spider-Man game? Not Spider-Man game, new Spider-Man movie. Oh shit, we gotta attack the walker. I need to get outside. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck, get up. Get up. Get up. Where's that walker? There he is. That stank bitch. Buff out. Did we goot him? We got the fucking second walker. That's game. We win. Let's see. Ryan said if they tried to blind MST it can be chained, or chained at nearly every point before an attack. So I see what you're saying, Ryan. Because of the way that that card works, if your opponent doesn't negate it, it still goes off. Muncher said Spider-Man makes me happy in pants. Muncher seems to be very hype. Yo, I didn't die that time at all, and I got 44 kills. Nice. But yo, thank you all for watching. I'm about to end both streams. I'm going to write for a little bit tonight. If you guys didn't know, I write and publish books. There's a link in the description box below to a list of my books on Amazon that I publish. Feel free to check those out. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and stay tuned because we always have more streams coming up on the channel. We do a vlog stream every night a little after midnight. We also do fan poll streams Monday through Thursday where you guys can vote for what you guys would like to watch next on the channel. You can pretty much vote for whatever you want. So definitely feel free to tune into that. And then Nani said, so you died on that book. Ryan posted an image link again. I don't know what the link was to. But thank you all once again for tuning in. Shout outs to everyone in the Nickabenson Nation. Truly appreciate it. You can join the Nickabenson Nation by smashing that subscribe button. This is your host, your friend, your boy, jetblackrlsh only, logging out. I am logging out of both. I am about to write for the night. Peace, guys.